ISRO's PSLV-c58 mission is all set to soar into the skies, carrying the XPOSAT satellite destined for an eastward low inclination orbit. Following the precise injection of XPOSAT, the PS4 stage will perform a remarkable feat, restarting twice on meticulously shape the orbit into a 350-kilometer circular path. This strategic move is crucial as it paves the way for the satellite to maintain a 3-axis stabilized mode, a prerequisite for the upcoming orbital platform experiments. But that's not all. The mission will also feature the PSLV Orbital Experimental Module 3 experiment, a groundbreaking initiative aimed at deploying 10 identified payloads. These cutting-edge payloads supplied by none other than ISRO and the in-space promise to unlock new realms of knowledge and innovation in the vast expanse of the space. Meanwhile, viewers, what you see right now on your screens are live visuals as we speak. In fact, joining us on the broadcast is Group Captain V.N. Jha, former Joint Director, DRDO, and we also have Mr. Rashid Khan, ISRO scientist, with us this morning. Before I start asking questions, I'd like to, in fact, wish you a very, very happy and healthy new year. But I'm going to quickly rope in Group Captain V.N. Jha. So, black holes have a high gravitational force in the universe. So if you could tell our viewers, how will this study be conducted?
Very good morning and Happy New Year, Savri, and very best of the New Year to all your viewers, and as well as to ISRO, which is taking the new feat on the beginning of the year with very high expectation. And this is a new arena into which ISRO is stepping into. See, till now, most of the satellite launches, whether it was through PSLV, DSLV, or LVM, it was especially for the purposes of the ISRO. It had immediate implication, utility for India as well as the Indian scientists. This is one area, this is one launch, XPOSAT, into which the most of the expectations are to get data for experimental study, for exploring study, for knowing about space, what is happening in the space. Many agencies have been giving us the information about possibility of black hole. Black hole formation is through various purposes, and as we are here in the solar system, there are another solar systems in the stellar system. Many solar systems make stellar system. Many stellar systems make galaxy. Like this, it keeps on going there. And finally, it ends up in the Milky Way and the cosmos. In this cosmos, at any given time, there are plenty of stars which may be getting born or that may be dying out there. The dying out stars, they are the one which collapse within. And when they collapse within, they emit immense gravity into which many of the surrounding stars and the systems, they get sucked into it. So when we are talking of the black hole, mostly black hole has got very high gravity through which very little of the things can escape. Still, the magnetism is the one, and some of the high voltage X-ray that we get from the stars or the sun, they may be able to come out. And if this X-ray band, if we pass them through the polarimeter, they polarize to different types of bands through which we can study the type of the star or the black hole or the source from where this X-ray has come up. These magnetosphere has been picked up, can give us the possibility of either the dying stars, the black hole or something. This is the first time India is venturing into it, and that too it will be difficult for the reason that this particular XPOSAT, it is not going very high up in the space. It is not going to the deep space. It will be deployed in the orbit around Earth just at about 600 odd kilometers, 630 odd kilometers above. And so it has got the far less possibility of the picking up those magnetic the fields of the dying stars or the black hole or any other possibilities, because it is well within the magnetic field of the Earth. So that is one possibility. But yes, while looking at the deep space, it will be picking up the X-ray coming out from there.
All right, sir.
And
I'm so sorry to interject you there, but we have live visuals of there.
1, 0. Liftoff normal.
Bright morning of the New Year's Day made brighter by a majestic liftoff. PSLV-c58 carrying India's X-ray polarimetric satellite towards its destination.
जी हाँ, इस वर्ष का प्रथम प्रमोचन श्रीहरिकोटा के प्रथम प्रमोचन मंच से PSLV-c58 का हमने सफलतापूर्ण उत्थापन देखा और यह अपनी उद्दिष्ट कक्षा की ओर निरंतर बढ़ता हुआ प्रथम चरण का निष्पादन पूरी तरह सामान्य.
Nominal thrusting by PS1 stage. Nominal burn time for the strap-ons is 70 seconds and the core motor for 109 seconds.
इस समय यान अपने यान से पृथक कर दिया जाएगा.
Sharp tracking station currently tracking the flight.
Ground lit strap-on separated.
दोनों स्ट्रैप-ऑन्स को यान से पृथक कर दिया गया है तथा कोर बूस्टर अभी भी प्रज्वलित है.
Presently, the core S139 motor alone thrusting. The strap-ons have been separated.
Normal.
This stage will carry the rocket to 57 kilometers altitude and add 1.6 kilometers per second as a relative velocity.
इस घटनाक्रम पे अगला है प्रथम चरण का पृथकन तथा द्वितीय चरण का प्रज्वलन.
First stage separated. Second stage engine started. Closed loop guidance initiated.
जी हाँ, इसकी पुष्टि हो चुकी है. प्रथम चरण को सफलतापूर्वक यान से पृथक किया गया है और द्वितीय चरण का प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है.
There is a confirmation from the Range Operations Director that the second stage has commenced its operation.
Second stage performance normal.
And as the altitude right now is almost at the verge of the dense atmosphere, closed loop guidance has been initiated. The next flight event is eagerly awaited. The next flight event is payload fairing separation.
द्वितीय चरण का निष्पादन सामान्य है. इसका कार्यकाल 152 सेकंड का होगा और इस दौरान यह कुल 800 किलोन्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न कर यान को उद्दिष्ट दिशा की ओर ले जाता है. इसकी पुष्टि हो चुकी है. ऊष्मा कवच को यान से पृथक कर दिया गया है.
Second stage performance normal.
There is a confirmation of payload fairing separation and a nominal thrusting by the second stage of PSLV.
द्वितीय चरण तरल नोदक पर आधारित चरण है. इसमें UDMH और N2O4 को ईंधन की तरह इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. वर्तमान में विकास इंजन नामक इस द्वितीय चरण के इंजन द्वारा प्रणोद उत्पन्न किया जा रहा है.
By the time PS2 completes its operation, the altitude of the launch vehicle will be 161 kilometers and relative velocity of 4.5 kilometers per second. Current altitude close to 150 kilometers.
Second stage performance normal. Plus 4 minutes.
यान पूरी तरह अपेक्षित पथ का अनुकरण करता हुआ.
Charge tracking station continues to track.
Second stage separated. Third stage ignited.
द्वितीय चरण को सफलतापूर्वक पृथक कर दिया गया है तथा ठोस नोदक वाले तृतीय चरण का प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है।
Third stage performance normal.
The performance of third stage is reported to be nominal. The PS3 stage based on this HTPB based solid propellant. It carries 7.6 tons of propellant.
यान की ऊंचाई निरंतर बढ़ती हुई वर्तमान में यह 170 किलोमीटर की ऊंचाई प्राप्त कर चुका है तथा सापेक्ष गति 5 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड। तृतीय चरण HPS3 हाई परफॉर्मेंस थर्ड स्टेज कुल 240 किलो न्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न कर रहा है और यान को उद्दिष्ट दिशा की ओर ले जा रहा है।
Shar and Port Blair tracking stations are currently tracking the vehicle trajectory.
Third stage performance normal.
During the operation of PS3, the rocket gains an altitude of 45 kilometers. Relative velocity increases from 4.5 kilometers per second to 7.2 kilometers per second.
तृतीय चरण में कुल 7.66 टन का प्रणोद होता है और इसका कार्यकाल 123 सेकंड का होगा। इसके कार्यकाल के पश्चात PS3 का कोस्टिंग फेज शुरू हो चुका होगा। सभी दर्शकगण यहाँ उत्साहित इस मिशन के सफलता के लिए अब कुछ ही क्षणों में हम देखेंगे तृतीय चरण।
Third stage action completed.
तृतीय चरण का कार्यकाल समाप्त हो चुका है और इसके पश्चात
Vehicle
ही
in combined hosting for approximately 200 seconds.
इसके साथ ही तृतीय तथा चतुर्थ चरण सम्मिलित होकर कोस्टिंग फेज जारी है।
There is a confirmation of expected performance by the PS3 stage, and currently the thrust has been cut off, but the vehicle is coasting with the PS3 still intact. The separation of PS3 has not yet taken place.
Vehicle performance normal.
यह कोस्टिंग फेज 200 सेकंड्स तक जारी रहेगा। उसके पश्चात तृतीय चरण को यान से पृथक कर दिया जाएगा।
The combined coasting continues for 200 seconds. Thereafter, the separation of PS3 takes place, but PS4 continues to coast for another 400 seconds. During the coasting phase of flight, the relative velocity reduces from 7.2 kilometers per second to 6.7 kilometers per second, and as a result, close to 400 kilometers increase will be observed in the altitude.
एक्सपोसेट विभिन्न खगोलीय विकिरण उत्सर्जन स्रोतों जैसे ब्लैक होल, न्यूट्रॉन तारे, सक्रिय आकाशगंगा, नाभिक, पल्सर पवन, निहारिका आदि से उत्सर्जित उत्पन्न जटिल प्रक्रियाओं द्वारा होता है और इसे समझना खगोलविदों के लिए भी एक चुनौती बना हुआ है। एक्सरे पोलैरिमीटर हमारी समझ में दो और आयाम जोड़ेंगे। यह है ध्रुवीकरण की मात्रा तथा ध्रुवीकरण का कोण, और इस तरह यह खगोलीय स्रोतों से उत्सर्जन प्रक्रियाओं को समझने में उत्कृष्ट निदान उपकरण साबित होंगे। एक्सपोसेट द्वारा भारतीय विज्ञान समुदाय की राह पर यह एक प्रमुख अनुसंधान की दिशा है। एक्सपोसेट में दो मुख्य वैज्ञानिक निदभार हैं जिनका नाम है पॉलिक्स और एक्सिस्पेक्ट। इस उपग्रह का कुल भार 469 केजी है।
So, of course, viewers, a new year and a new mission. ISRO has launched PSLV-c58 XPOSAT. This is India's first polarmetry mission. Meanwhile, with us on the broadcast is Mr. Rashid Khan, ISRO scientist. So, first, I'm going to like to ask you, how are you feeling at the moment? Of course, things are looking good at the moment.
Good morning to whole India. This is one of the landmarks in the history of ISRO. This for launching this Expo satellite, ExpoSat. Basically, this is India's first satellite for a study of the intense polarization of X-ray, and this will boost our future astronomy community globally. Okay. Beside this particular launch gives a way to the Make in India program also, because we know that in this overall PSLV launch, there are 4 startups involved. In that, they are launching their micro satellites, their thrusters, small engines. They can demonstrate it. So this will lay a pavement for the startups and the space agencies in the India. So it is going to be over a big launch for India today on this occasion of this new year. And taking about some details about the XPOSAT satellite. This is basically it is going for the study of the polarization of X-ray, intense X-ray in this this celestial environment. They are going to study the degree and the angle of polarization, how this X-ray are behaving. According to this, we can understand the different mechanisms that are happening in this our celestial environment, like black holes and different things are there, like neutrons, stars, wind nebulae, etc. So this launch is basically going to overall make ISRO and this newest startups. They are going to be a huge path, and it is going to be a landmark in the history of ISRO.
It's absolutely, the Indian satellite is expected to last for 5 years compared to the 2-year span of NASA IXPE. What does that say about the durability and competency of the satellite?
As for durability, we can see that this launch is going for this, almost 5 years. So this almost 4 to 5 years we are going to study the outer astronomical community globally, how these X-ray are behaving. So this is also going to be very challenging for the whole ISRO, and then ISRO has done a very fantastic job, and this lifetime is also very good. It is going to be work for more than 5 years, so it is a very good thing from our side.
Right, absolutely. Stay on with us. We're also, of course, joined by Group Captain V.N. Sir. Mr. Khan just spoke about how this is a part of the Make in India program. And speaking of the costing of this satellite, it stands at rupees 230 crores, which is roughly $30 million. And if you compare this to the NASA IXPE, the outlay for that was rupees 188 million. So what does this say about India and our cosmic exploration?
Well, Savary, just now ISRO scientists spoke about it. Right now we are proud of ISRO because PSLV is the main workforce of ISRO. It has made so many launches. I think this is the 60th one launch, and all satisfactory, normal, most of it. So we are in the right now critical phase right now, because the third stage has, I think, apparently separated out, or it will be separating soon. And fourth stage is the one which must relight, and then thereafter, the injection of satellite, the first satellite, XPOSAT, has to happen at those altitudes, around 600 kilometers plus. And after that operation is done, that injection is done, main purpose of injecting the satellite will be over, and then it will be coming down. There will be again burning of that fourth stage. It will be coming down in the orbit to deploy another few satellites at a lower altitude. So right now, XPOSAT is the main satellite, which is at the tip of the satellite. So that has to be first injected, and then it has to come down in the orbit, and then inject many other satellites. We know ISRO is master of it. It has launched more than 100 odd satellites in a single mission. So all those will happen. Let us see, I think now we are approaching the time when the ignition will be happening and the injection will happen. Asavri.
Right, so absolutely. This is India's maiden venture into the world of polymetry, and India is doing a lot of firsts. Of course, Aditya L1 was also one of our firsts. What do you think? How is the world going to react, or is in fact reacting to us and what we are doing and what we are showcasing?
This will be giving us a lot of scientific data for our, not only our scientific community, for the world. Because when you take those X-rays coming out from the cosmos and then polarize that one into various bands, and the information which you have to draw out from those bands, it is a absolutely new field of the study. All astro scientists, astrological scientists, they will be proud of all these things happening. So that is where all this will be performed, and I believe the injection of the main payload XPOSAT has already taken place. I think we have lost those audios coming out from the ISRO, and it may be soon coming down for the injections of the other satellite. Over to you, Asavi.
Right, sir, absolutely. In fact, still with us on the broadcast is Mr. Rashid Khan. Sir, this mission aims to study the structure and geometry of the magnetic field of neutron stars. And while, we might be able to understand this not so, a little in a vague fashion. We don't really, we're not scientists. We don't really understand how things work. So, you're an expert. If you could walk our viewers through what this actually means.
Okay, basically in this outer environment now, then when you go that all this celestial body now, they are basically in that outer sphere. Basically, they all are X-ray. These all X-ray and cosmic rays are there. And by studying their deviation, polarization, how these angles are coming, how these rays are getting scattered, we can overall have reflecting how they are reflecting the rays. Then we can study about this particular celestial object, like you can see that these black holes are there. How they're behaving, this magnetic field, continuous magnetic fields are around this black hole. So by this, how this X-ray is going to make an angle, how they're going to deviating the angles, X-ray angles, in particular during this black hole. We can study that what is the size of this black hole, what are the things, what is the amount of amplitude of this magnetic field of the black hole. So basically, this is going to become a very in-depth idea about this particular object that we are going to study, like black holes, neutron stars, like wind nebulae. So according to their magnetic fields and this interaction with this magnetic fields and this X-ray and how they are deviating their path, we can have an overall study about that.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.